Hi, this is our chapter 3, the first part. Before we begin, it is time to prepare for an exam. Your exam should be on Blackboard on the day specified on our syllabus. And therefore, please follow the syllabus and follow Blackboard instructions for the exam to be electronically shared with you when it's time. So today we're going to talk about print media. What is print media? By that we mean books, newspapers, and magazines, everything that is printed on paper. So specific type of print of media, print started very early in the history of humankind. They're usually created with the help of some material, so they're intangible in a tangible medium. So there is a little cartoon that you will hopefully appreciate on the durability of those materials, because there are scrolls that survived many centuries and there are electronic devices that do not survive an upgrade. Okay, so the digital technology is just the latest trend, but throughout the history of print media, evolution has always been part of history. Before mechanical printing, there was handwriting, and many ancient Bibles were drawn, were created, painted, illustrated by hand. Monks in monasteries, in different cultures, not just Christianity, in different cultures where written word existed, dedicated people who were learned in their societies used different materials, parchment, um, even stone, to imprint their thoughts or other people's thoughts in a medium that is tangible. Then Johannes Gutenberg invented the printing press in 1455, and the first book, of course, the Gutenberg Bible, started mass communication as such, because the audience of that product, the book, is now on a larger scale. And this question about Gutenberg's Bible is actually going to be on our exam. Then we have other developments in this industry, higher speed, smaller books, penny press, etc. And so now we live in a world where both books and newspapers and electronic media exist. To make print media, you need material, you need labor, you need time and money. Print media is in a state of extreme change because the digital version of it is competing against it, trying to replace the rooms full of printing presses and distribution systems. So there is convergence in these media as well. At the heart is a confrontation between printing presses and the new creation and distribution model. Electronic versions of the same content don't need large production facilities. They depend on reliable digital access only by the audience and by the creator. So you can download, you can read, you can access, you can stream with one simple click if you have access, if you have internet. And that eliminates the need to go to a store and to a distribution point. Sometimes it eliminates the cost. So print industry jobs are very scarce, very rare now. Some new technical jobs have taken their place. So now you can be a web designer, you can create Kindle books, you can still write books and share them and distribute them and illustrate them, but now the distribution model will be different. And so you're looking at the New York Times example and other media. So it's clear that newspapers also exist online, but they don't need the same amount of money to produce the material form. However, they need money to pay their writers. So when we introduce new culture, the culture always changes, and as a result, we see society changing. The way print media affects society also starts to change. So I want to give you a heads up on an exercise that we will complete after the exam. Once we're done with the exam, you can move on to finding a partner in the class, and I'll make it possible for you to work with a partner and ask each other, how often do you read books? Do you prefer paper or electronic, etc.? All the questions are separately posted as one assignment, which will be due way after the exam, a week after the exam. This is just my way of connecting our discussion topic, our material, with the next practical exercise that we will be doing. So stay tuned. The second part is coming up next.